Hey guys, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Yeah, this is something I noticed and I've been noticing. They got I think the Black Panther. Let me see, I forgot to look at coming out. They just had Women Kings, the Black tribe. Not in Africa, not it's kind of all over the place. I think it's in America too. Um, what else they got going on? Black Adam, Black Panther. I think it's Sebastian movie too. Some other movies that's coming out. I'm just noticing the partial solar eclipse too, and that word Deepawali, and it's Kaba Haya Hai. I'm trying to see how this all go together, and with the Black Death. I was researching this stuff, and I'm trying to see what I was looking up. I was looking up. Yeah. When does the new Black Panther come out in October 2022? Or is it already out, child?
Here is some information.
Oh, it came out in
Black Panther
September.
release date 2022, according to Vulture, September 26, 2022. Speaking to Empire for a Black Panther, Wakanda Forever cover story, Marvel head Kevin Feige explains why his team chose not to recast T'Challa following the shocking death of Boseman.
Why the team chose not to recast? Okay. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, it says November 11th, 2022. Some kind of way all of these go together for some reason, and it got to do with stuff that we don't know about and should know about. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start with solar eclipse. I'm gonna read a while, y'all. Okay. Um, this one it talks about that D word. Okay. They celebrated October 24th, October 25th. Um, when is Diwali, Diwali 2022? According to the Hindu calendar, Diwali is celebrated every year on a new moon. That's not what I want to see. When is solar eclipse? Partial solar eclipse. Timing of solar eclipse will start 4:29. Sutak. I mean, I might got the wrong one. Let's see. Go back to that. A partial solar eclipse, October 2022.
According to BBC Sky at Night magazine, the moon will pass in front of a part of the sun on the morning of the 25th of October 2022, an event that will result in a partial solar eclipse. This solar eclipse will be visible from much of Europe, as well as North Africa, the Middle East, and Western Asia.
Okay, so all of these kind of go together. Let me see. Um, the solar eclipse will be visible. Okay, she read that. It will not be visible from. It will not be visible from the U.S., Canada, South America countries, and Australia. From the UK, the best time to see the eclipse will be 10 o'clock until 12. What is a partial eclipse? Partial eclipse happens when, from a particular location on Earth, only part of the sun's disk is covered by the moon's disk. Technically, during such an eclipse, it's the moon penumbral, Penumbral, shadow passes over us. Okay, let me write that down right quick. The amount of the sun's disk that is covered is described by two qualities: eclipse magnitude and obscuration. Eclipse magnitude describes how far the eclipsing body extends over the demeanor of the object being eclipsed. For example, if the moon's edge reached the midpoint of the sun at the point of maximum eclipse, this would be described as a partial eclipse of magnitude 50%. The moon covers half of the sun's apparent demeanor. Eclipse obscuration describes how much area is covered. In our example, where the moon moves to a position where its edge touches the center of the sun's disk, the obscuration would be 39.1%. Assuming the apparent demeanor of the sun moon were the same, in practice, there are small differences between the apparent size of the sun and moon caused by the elliptical orbit of the moon and the earth around the earth, and elliptical orbit of the earth and the sun. So we got moon, the sun. So that's Cancer and Leo, right? Okay. When and where to see the 25th October eclipse? It favors those living farther east. From Truro in Cornwall, the event starts at 10, a total duration of 86 minutes. The maximum magnitude of Truro eclipse is 17.66% and obscurity at 8.65%. And Birmingham, what they named this one, York. From the northeast tip of Shetland, it begins 10 o'clock, runs for almost 2 hours. Okay, wait a minute. The partial eclipse, solar eclipse, as their name suggests, don't cover the sun's disk completely, as the greatest coverage will only be 24.5% at best from mainland UK. The area of the sun that remains visible will pose a danger to eyesight and equipment. Okay, I did. Let me see. It says northeast SAT land, York, Birmingham, Truro, and Cornwall. Okay. Consequently, great care needs to be taken to protect both. A particular solar eclipse lacks the majesty of a total eclipse. The effects that people spend thousands of pounds on chasing to remote parts of the world are absent during a partial eclipse. Although it does have additional interest, the same is largely true for annular eclipse, where the moon moves in from the sun, but its apparent size is too small to block the sun's light entirely. A layperson unaware that such an event was taking place probably won't even give it a second thought. Although there aren't many special effects during a partial solar eclipse, there are still things to look out. Hey, Maze, look out for. Face contact is always exciting. Noticing the first intrusion of the moon in front of the moon's disk being strangely satisfying. You may also have access to H alpha filters for your telescope, which can expand the experience. With the H alpha filter, it's possible to see the edge of the moon in front of what's known as the sepulchre, SPRICULE layer, essentially the appearance of the chromosphere of fear seen sideways on the edge of the sun, made up of many plasma jets, each around 100 kilometers in length. The tightly packed spicules create an edge of the H alpha sun that looks, for what want a better term, furry. The moon's passage across the sepulchre layer will be brief, the layer appearing very narrow against the large apparent diameter of the sun's main disk. However, the Holy Grail would be if there was a well-positioned, well-timed prominence on the show. Seeing the moon pass across this would really give H alpha setups an extra spectacle. But what if you don't have an exotic and let's face it, expensive H alpha filter at hand? Low tech solutions exist too, thanks to the fact that the sun's so bright. Let's see if anything I want to see. For a little more pizzazz, consider making a series of holes. Okay, they tell you how to make the disc. Okay. I remember they had this a while back. Okay, that's not my purpose, but I'm going to see. What happened during a partial eclipse, solar eclipse?
According to time and date, during a partial solar eclipse, the moon, the sun and earth don't align in a perfectly straight line, and the moon casts only the outer part of its shadow, the penumbra, on earth.
Looks like the moon has a bite out of the sun. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. What does a solar What does a partial solar eclipse mean?
According to Wikipedia, a solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between Earth and the sun,
That's not what I
thereby
want.
obscuring Earth's view of the sun, totally or partially.
What does it symbolize? It's a time to recess your goals. Okay. Quit worrying about things you cannot change and make a plan to change the things you can. Okay. It's about airing out all tension that we've been repressing and breaking the shackles that have been holding us back. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we go to this word right here. DEE. Trying to see if that means AWALI meaning. Deepawali, rows of light lamps. So Deepawali means rows of white lamp. It comes from Sanskrit, Sanskrit word meaning rows of light. Deepawali, rows of lighted lamps. Houses, shops, and public places are decorated with small oil lamps called DIYAS. People also enjoy fireworks and sweets too. So it's really popular with children. Festival of Lights is what they do on this particular day. The festival gets its name from the row of clay lamps that Indians light outside their homes to symbolize the inner light that protects from spiritual darkness. Okay. Celebrated by Hindus all over the world, it's a religious festival and major event in Hindu calendar, also known as Diwali. It marks the triumph of good over evil and symbolizes light over darkness. The Muslims celebrated um, haram, forbidden in Islam. He emphasizes people like you must be celebrating. We believe in Allah and His message. It is harmon to adopt the festival and character of other religions. So we got Allah involved in this. Messenger. What's another name for it? Okay. Uh, who invented this? Who invented the word? According to Jain tradition, this practice of lighting lamps first began on the day of Mahavira something in 52 BC. So MAHAVIRANIRVANA 527 BC began. When 18 kings who had gathered for Mahabharata's final teachings issued a pro- proclamation that lamps be lit in remembrance of the great light. Okay. Mahavira. Okay, let me see something. Okay, go to my next point. So I don't know if y'all remember, there was some cartoons when I was growing up called Shazam. Shazam or cartoons. Okay. Comic books were made of that. Let's see if we can watch one. Captain Marvel. Now they took Captain Marvel. It wasn't Captain Marvel. It was
Wayfair. Spend less, get way more.
it was the Black Adam. And they took it and they put Captain Marvel instead.
Getting somewhere. We've already lost so much of the island to that.
Oh, this somebody doing whatever. Okay, this one.
This is Billy Batson, star reporter for station WIZZ TV. He has been picked by the ancient wizard Shazam to carry on the wizard's lifelong crusade against crime and the forces of evil. When Billy speaks the wizard's name, Shazam! Billy becomes Captain Marvel, mighty champion, combining the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, the power of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury. Billy's twin sister, Mary Batson, has also been granted special powers. When she speaks the name Shazam! Mary Batson becomes Mary Marvel, blending the grace of Selena with the fresh qualities of other goddesses, whose names combined form the word Shazam. The third member of the mighty trio is their friend, playing newsboy Freddie Freeman, when he speaks the name of his idol, Captain Marvel. Freddie becomes the powerful Captain Marvel Jr. Together, they are the mighty Marvel, dedicated to fighting the forces of evil throughout the universe.
Now see, they changed it from melanated to Caucasian. So is that the light and dark they're talking about? Not trying to start anything, trying to find out what's going on, that's all. Because I'm noticing how these movies are coming during this time. Okay, I had something else about. Oh, did I put it on here? Okay. Shop style, shop style, shop style, shop. Okay, let's go back. Thought I put it down. What is the Black Adam?
Black Adam is a 2022 movie directed by John Collett Sarah, starring Dwayne Johnson, Sarah Shahi, and Noah Centineo.
Okay, that's the Captain Marvel. Then the lady I seen turned into, she called Shazam. She turned into that too. And so the boy called Captain Marvel's name. Now let's see history. I thought um, what is Black Adam's history?
According to Wikipedia, Black Adam was originally depicted as a supervillain in the ancient Egyptian predecessor of Captain Marvel, who fought his way to modern times to challenge the hero and his Marvel family associates.
See, Black Adam was fighting the Marvel family. Wait a minute. Who fought his way to modern times to challenge the hero and his Marvel family associates. Wait a minute. Black Adam was really depicted as a supervillain. Okay, let's see. Ancient Egypt. Predecessor of Captain Marvel. So see, this a lot of comic. I used to watch a lot of comic, read a lot of comic books. Who fought his way to modern times? Okay, let's see. Who is Black Adam, hero or villain? Taking in a depth look at the villain, Black Adam, who is about to shift the balance of power. Okay, they're talking about, let's see. Warner Brothers said his 2022 and 23 to be the best big years of the DC Comics as they are planning to release many films based on their comic book properties. Movies based on heroes like Batman. Okay, let me go back. That's not what I want. History on Black Adam. Okay, let's read. Black Adam, Teth Adam, and Theo Adam. Teth Adam and Theo Adam is a character appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics. The character was created by, okay, blah, 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 1945. The Marvel family. Since DC Comics licensed the acquired character, okay, Black Adam has endured as one of the, what does that word mean? Arch enemies, sometimes spelled arch enemy. Is the main enemy of someone. In fiction, it is a character of the protagonism, commonly a hero, most prominent and most known enemy. The word arch enemy, sometimes spelled as originally around mid-16th century, and the words arch from the Greek to lead. Archo means to lead an enemy. The arch enemy may also be referred to as an arch rival, arch foe, arch villain, or arch nemesis. However, an arch enemy may also be distinguished from a nemesis, with the latter being an enemy whom the hero cannot defeat or who defeats the hero, even while not being a long-standing or consistent enemy to the hero. Black Adam has endured as one of the arch enemies of the superhero Captain Marvel. Shazam and Marvel family, they was not Shazam. Shazam was a wizard, powerful wizard. Let's go back and see. Not gonna put that with them. Shazam family. And it's showing, I don't know if y'all can see that picture right here. Showing them in a black suit, like they got what Rock is in, what Black Panther is in, Batman. I mean, it's dark. Okay, so dark suit with a dark man in a cave. I don't know if y'all can see that. Theo Adam, place of origin. Kahndaq. And he was team affiliations: Injustice League, Legion of Doom, Secret Society of Supervillains, Black Marvel Family, Monster Society, uh, Monster Society of Evil, Injustice Society, Justice League, Justice Society of America, Suicide Squad, Noble Allies, Mighty Atom, Kehum Atom, Shazam them. Abilities: the stamina of Shah, superhuman stamina, invulnerability, agelessness. So SHU, Egyptian God, means emptiness, or he who rises up. Was one of the primordial Egyptian gods, spouse and brother to the goddess Tefnut. Okay, brother, spouse and brother to the goddess Tefnut, Tefnut, the one of the nine deities of Enad and the Heliopolis cosmology. Let me see what that means. Group of nine deities, Egyptian mythology, worshiping Heliopolis, the sun god Atum. So y'all know that's Aten Kanat, I'm always talking about him. Okay, Enead, or great. Okay, great. Was a group of nine deities of Egypt mythology, worship at Heliopolis, the sun god. Atom. Sun in Latin means soul, by its Greek name Helos. So they changed it, light and the dark. So in Greek it's Helos, in Egyptian it's Sol, soul. So this all about skin color again. Copper Age or the early Bronze Age. Okay. So Ra, ancient Egyptian god of the sun and king of gods. Pre-dynasty Egyptian beliefs attributed Atum as the sun god and Horus as god of the sky and sun. As the Old Kingdom theocracy gained influence, early beliefs were incorporated into the expanding popularity of Ra and yeah, um, Osiris Horus mythology. Adam became Ra Amun. They twist, they put Ra Amun first. The rays of the setting sun. Osiris became the divine heir, Adam's power. Osiris. Horus. Osiris became the divine heir to Adam's power on earth. So Adam's is the black Adam that we see today, right? So that would be the black Adam. I told y'all that Amun Ra was coming. The darker skin, the melanated, it's really time for everything to switch. And I'm gonna talk about how the tall white alien is giving hints. He was making videos today, dropping videos on the about similar to what I'm talking about, but he kind of like how you said gave it in parables or something like that. Adam became Ra Amun, the rays of the setting sun. Okay. Osiris became the divine heir to Adam's power on earth and passed his divine authority to his son Horus. Other early Egyptian myths implied that the sun is incorporated with the lioness Sekhmet. At night and reflected in her eyes, or that the sun is found within the cow. Hold on, y'all. Hathor during the night and reborn each morning as a bull, as her son, the bull. So we got Taurus, right? We got Leo. Okay. Mesopotamian Shamash, which is Shazam, played an important role during the Bronze Age, and my son was eventually used to address royalty. Similar South America cultures have a tradition of sun worshiping as the, let me write that Incanti. What does that mean? Inca Empire. Called, okay, say, the realm of the four parts. Realm of the four parts was the largest empire in pre-Columbian America. The administrative, political, and military center of the empire was in the city of Cusco. The Inca civilization arose from the Peruvial. Let me see what that is. That city of, what is that? It's a city in southern Peru, southeastern Peru, near the Urubamba Valley of the Andes Mountain. It's the capital of Cusco region and the Cusco province. The city seventh most populated in Peru. Okay. The Inca civilization arose from the Peruvian Persians, of course, highlands sometime in the early 13th century. The Spanish began the conquest of the Inca Empire in 1532, and by 1572, the last Inca state was fully conquered. The Spanish began the conquest, yeah. They conquered them, okay. Realm of the four parts. Royal banner for civil use. So you got two snakes. The realm of the four parts. You got two snakes on each side with a rainbow going across with the sun in the middle. The royal banner of civil use. TAWNTINSUYUQUECHUA. The Inca Empire, okay. From 1438 to 1538, the Incas incorporated a large portion of the western South America, centered on the Andean Mountains, using conquest and peaceful assimilation among other methods. At its largest, the empire joined Peru, western Ecuador, western and southern central Bolivia, northwest Argentina, a large portion of what is today Chile, and the southwesternmost tip of Colombia, and to a state comparable to the historical empires of Eurasia. What is that? The largest continent area on Earth, conspiring of the Europe and Asia, primarily in northern and eastern hemisphere. It spans from the British Isles and Iberian Peninsula and the west to the Japanese archipelago and the Russian Far East in the east. The continental landmass is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean and Africa to the west, Pacific Ocean to the east, the Arctic Ocean to the north, and by Africa, the Mediterranean Sea and the Indian Sea. Okay. Its official language was Quechua Spanish, called Runzama. So Quechua Spanish, or Runnasimi, people's language, and is an indigenous language family. Indigenous. Spoken by them, primarily living in the prevalent Peru, Republic of Peru. Don't do that. Andes, the mountains in South America. Derived from a common ancestral language, is the most widely spoken pre-Columbian language family of the Americas, with an estimated 8.10 million speakers. Okay, let's go back. Going too far. Okay. The Inca Empire was unique in that it lacked many of the features associated with civilization of the Old World. Anthropologist Gordon wrote that the Incas were able to construct one of the greatest imperial states in human history. Okay, let's go back. Okay. So we got the Bronze Age, about the sun, soul. Solar deity is soul. And Vedic and Greek Helodos, referring to the Titans, and sometimes as Apollo. Okay, so it changed the name. The sun appears to be a multi-layered figure manifested as a goddess, but also perceived as the eye of the sky father, Dyeus, Father, daylight, sky god. Is a reconstructed name of daylight sky god in Proto-Indo-European mythology. It was conceived as a divine personification of the bright sky of the day and the seat of the gods, associated with vast sky, diurnal sky, and with the fertile rains, was often paired with Earth Mother in a relationship of union and contrast. While its existence is not directly attested by anthropological or written materials, is considered by scholars the most securely reconstructed deity of the Indo-European pantheon, as identical formulas referring to him can be found among the subsequent Indo-European languages. The myths of Vedic Indo Aaron's, Latins, Greeks, whatever, whatever, whatever. Okay, so we know they rename stuff. Solar myth. Three theories exist great influence on 19th and early 20th century mythograph. The theories were the solar mythograph of Allen's, whatever, whatever, whatever. The sun was sometimes invasion as traveling through the sky in a boat. Okay, the sun was also traveling through the sky in a boat. Yeah. So it's dark, light and dark, right? Which they mixed that devil with a whole. It's the goddess. They start off with her, then they start adding, put Pan in there. I did a whole video on it, but Pan, they put all kind of stuff. A prominent example is the solar Barquette, Barque, used by Ra in ancient Egypt mythology. The Neolithic concept of a solar barge, also solar bark, solar boat, and the sun boat. Mythological represented by the sun riding in a boat is found in the latter myths of the ancient Egypt and Ra and Horus. Several Egyptian kings were buried with ships that may have been intended to symbolize the solar bark, including I can't say his name. Khufu ship is an intact, full-size solar barquette from the ancient Egypt. It was sealed into the pit of the foot of the Great Pyramid of Pharaoh Katafi on 2500 BC during the fourth dynasty of the ancient Egyptian Old Kingdom. Like other buried ancient Egyptian ships, it was apparently part of the extensive grave goods intended for use in the afterlife. I'm wondering if this is where they get Star Trek from. It's a spaceship, but it's a boat actually sailing in the sky. The Katafi ship is one of the oldest, largest, and best preserved vessels for antiquity. It's has been identified as the world's oldest intact ship. Described as a masterpiece of woodcraft that could sail today if put into lake or river. Gaza solar boat. So they got it in a museum. It says, it is known a type known as the Solar Barge, a ritual vessel believed by ancient Egyptians to carry the resurrected king across the heavens with the sun god Ra. However, it bears some signs of having been used in water, and it's possible that the ship was either a funerary barge used to carry the king's embodied body from Memphis to Gaza, or even that Gaddafi himself used it as a pilgrimage ship to visit holy places, and that it was then buried for him to use in the afterlife. It contained no bodies, unlike Northern European ship burials. The ship was one of two rediscovered in 1954, undistributed since it was sealed into a pit cave carved out of the Gaza bedrock. It was built largely of Lebanon cedar, planking in the shell first construction technique using unpledged tensions of Christ's thorn. Let's see what that is first. A species of trees of pine family. Evergreen coffer that has great religious and historical significance. The culture of Middle East, referenced many times as the literature of ancient civilizations. It is the national emblem of Lebanon. Okay, okay. Tensions. Two pieces of wood or other material, woodworkers around the world have used it for thousands of years to join pieces of wood, mainly when the adjoining pieces connect at right angles. So that's why they didn't use no nails or nothing like that. They just, cut different parts, stuck it in there, made sure it fit. So that's Tenon. Okay. Christ thorn. What is that? Jerusalem thorn, garland thorn, Christ thorn, or crown thorns. What is it? Yeah, Christ thorn. A species of Polaris native to the European region and southwest and central Asia from Morocco and Spain, east to Iran and Tech, whatever that word is. Tajikistan. So there we go with Morocco. Okay, that's just more wood, more trees. Okay. So Christ's thorn was a tree. Jerusalem's thorn. Okay, let's keep going. The ship was built with flat bottom composed of several planks, but no actual keel. But the planks keel, I'm thinking this is nails. Bottommost landing structure eliminated. Okay. But the planks and the frames lashed together with half-on grass and has been reconstructed by 1,224 pieces, which had been laid in the logic. Okay, let's just tell them the measure of it. A masterpiece of woodcraft that could sail today if put into the lake or river. However, the vessel may not have been designed for sailing, as there is no rigging, or for rowing, as there is no room. Its discovery was described as one of the greatest ancient Egyptian discoveries. So it actually did sail across the sky. It, but don't have no roaring. I mean, nothing to move the water by. So it actually did. Ziha Abbas Hawass, 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 some Egyptian architect, former minister, state of affairs. He also worked on, okay, the Upper Nile. Okay, okay. Before reconstructing a boat, they had to gain enough experience on ancient Egyptian boat building. He studied the reliefs carved and walls and tombs as well as many. Okay, go back from here. Okay, basta. In Germanic mythology, the solar deity is Sol. In Vedic, okay, got that. Solar myth. Three theories exist great influence on 19th and early 20th century mythograph. The theories were the solar mythology. Three worship, okay, whatever. I'm for the name of people. Gremlin's Law. So they put Grimm's Law. First Germanic sound shift is a set of sound laws describing the Proto-Indo-European and Germans. First systematically put forward by whatever his name, blah, blah, blah. Germanic, okay. It's established a set of regular correspondence between early Germanic stops and stop consonants of several, okay, whatever. Germanic law was the first discovery of a systematic sound change, and it led to the creation of historical phonology as a separate discipline of historical. Okay, that's when they start changing the shit, stealing or whatever. To names of the solar deities from different Indo-European groups to compare their etymological relationship to one another. In comparison, Muller saw the similarities between the names and used these etymological similarities to explain the similarities between their roles as deities. Through the study, Muller concluded that the sun having many different names led to the creation of multiple solar deities and their mythologies that were passed down from one group to another. It says, in Chinese culture, the sun chariot is associated with the passage of the time. For instance, the poem Suffering from the Shortness of Days, Lahi of the Tang Dynasty, is hostile towards the legendary dragons. I think the Tang Dynasty is women, right? Let's see. The Golden Age and the Shui Dynasty. I think they were women in the Han Dynasty. I would cut off the dragon's feet, chew the dragon's flesh, so that they can't turn back in the morning or lie down at night. Left to themselves, the old wouldn't die, the young wouldn't cry. So the men, in other words, I got my perception of that. Hostile toward the legendary dragons. Wait a minute. And the tank down and hostile toward it's the people, certain color, certain power, like they did the slaves over the slaves. They drew the sun chariot as a vehicle of a continuous process of time. The following the poem. So I would cut off the dragon's feet. So remember they was cutting the slaves' feet so they couldn't move, they couldn't leave. Chew the dragon's flesh. So there's cannibalism. So that they can't turn back in the morning and lie down at night. Oh really? So I be having so many people spirits peeping at me. It don't even make no sense. Left to themselves, the old won't die, the young won't cry. Okay, I want to write this poem down. Oh, I can just take a picture of them tripping. So they did all that to them so that they can't turn back in the mornings, thinking they will stop them from their tradition and they could go through with their ways of fooling and lie down at night. Okay, I'm thinking started mixing the culture up, but they were still prideful and bold. They couldn't take it's like you can't take a how do you say that old saying you can take a person out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the person. The sun was also compared to a wheel, for example. Anglo-Saxon, all theory to reflects a pie. Scholarships. Oh, see. So I don't take long as his ass outside. Okay. Solar deities are often thought of as male and lunar deities as being female, right? But the opposite has often been this case. In Jeramic thought the sun is a female. Okay, so they start changing gender. Yeah, that's it remind me I was sitting outside yesterday or day before yesterday, and I was looking in the sky and I seen the chemtrails and how I made a video of it. And now as I noticed them, they started breaking up and they disappeared. So what you don't notice, stay right. What you notice, leave uncovered. But the opposite has been the case in Jerome. Okay, well I stopped it. Okay, I want to get to the cobra, pharaoh, son of Ra, the lioness, daughter of Ra, and the cow, daughter of Ra, are the dominant symbols of the most ancient Egyptian deities. They are female and carry their relationship to the sun atop their heads, and their cults remain active throughout the history of the culture. Later, another sun god, Aten. There we go. There we go. That's what I was trying to get to. Aten, also known as Aton, was focused on Atonism and the religious system established in the ancient Egypt of 18th dynasty Pharaoh Aten Amarra. Aten. I knew it was his time. That's why I say Elon Musk got something to do with it. He got something to do with it. He from Africa. So his job is to bring that back up. And he has, if he's from that part of Africa, you can tell by his skin color that he has melanated copper in his bloodline. So he's doing what he's supposed to do. For what side, I don't know. Um, yeah, Pharaoh. Adam can. Uh, the atom was the disk of the sun and are nearly an aspect of Ra, the sun god in traditional ancient Egypt religion. Akhenaten, however, made it the sole focus of official worship during his reign, and his poem, Great Hymn to the Aten. Akhenaten praises Adam as the creator, giver of life, and nurturing spirit of the world. Adam does not have a creation myth or family, but is mentioned in the Book of the Dead. The worship of Adam was initially dismantled by Tutankhamun. I can't say his name. I know how to say his name. So y'all know the story. He wanted to everybody worship one God, the sun god Ra, and he was changing all the old tradition. But Tutankhamun, whatever his name, they didn't like what he was doing. Um, so they stopped it, and I think he disappear or he died, and he was very disrespectful to his wife. She didn't have any girls. I mean, she didn't have any boys. He wanted boys. She had girls. So he started going to bed with other women, putting other women over her, disrespecting her. I can't think of his wife's name. Um, so she left. I think that's if is it Nefertiti? I think that's the they say they think they found it. That's the grave site they have not found yet. As I say, I always say Elon Musk is him reincarnated because he has a lot of sons. He have daughters now, but he have more sons now. But he I don't think he ever married. Did he marry anybody? I'm not sure. I say tease him. Oh, you got your son now. No, he don't know me from a can of paint. But I would just say, I'm like, oh, you got your sons now, huh? The word Adon appears reincarnated. Appears in the Old Kingdom as a noun meaning disc, which refers to anything flat and circular. So, so that's where they got the computer disc. All this flowing together. The Earth's supposed to be flat. The sun was called the disk of the day, where Ra was thought to reside. By analog, the term silver atom was sometimes used to refer to the moon. High relief and low relief illustrations of Aden showed it with a curved surface. Therefore, the late scholar Hugh Nibley insisted that a more correct translation would be globe, orb, or spirit rather than disk. The first known reference to Aden, the sun disk, as a deity in the story of whatever from the 12th dynasty, Shinu, Sinuhe, Sin, in which the deceased king is described as rising as a god to the heavens and uniting with the sun disk, the divine body merging with its maker. The solar atom was extensively worshipped as the god of rain, Amenhotep. When it was depicted as a falcon-head man, much like Ra, and the reign of Adam, what I just said, the third successor, Amenraden IV, The Adam became the central god of Egypt, state religion, and he changed his name to Adnakhenaten to reflect his close link with the new supreme deity. The principles of Aden's religion were recorded on the rock tomb walls of Adnakhenaten. In the religion of Aden, night is a time to fear. See, wanted to change the color of the skin as fear, night being. I was wondering, the Bible says about he made night and made day. My I might I don't know, I have some theories on that. I think I don't know. Some other it's something else going on. So I say. The principle of Adam religion were recorded on the rock tomb walls. Okay, blah blah blah. Nighttime to be feared. That's the skin color. Because all in Hollywood, you got nothing but you got all these creatures they show saying they're dark, evil, and all of it still goes back to the skin color, the power. Work is done best when the sun Adam is present. Adam cares for every creature and created a Nile river in the sky, rain for the Syrians. Oh, okay. So Nile river is rain in the sky for Syrians. Adam created all countries and people. The rays of the sun disk only holds out life is a royal family. Everyone else receives life from Adnakhenaten and Nefertiti. That's her name, yeah. No, that's not how you say it. Nefertiti. Is it? I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. In exchange for loyalty to Adon. Adon is depicted carrying the people through Adon hands, extending towards Aurora, giving them representing life being given. Now I think this when he started using DNA, messing with people's DNA to fit his agenda. That's why he was considered as a creator and all the rest of them, as they still do today, to change your DNA so they can start over and they can say that they created you, blah, 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 write their own Bible. Adam bends low near the earth to watch over his creation. He takes his place in the sky for the same purpose. He wearies himself in the service of the creatures. He shines for them all. He gives them sun and sends them rain. The unborn child and the baby chick are cared for, and Adam takes his divine father to lift up the creatures for his sake so that they might aspire to the condition of perfection of his father Adam. Adam represents himself as not as a god, but as a son of Adam, shifting the previous methods as Pharaoh's claim to be the embodiment of Horus. Akhenaten positioned himself as only intermediary who could speak to Adam. This contributes to the belief that Adamists should be considered a monotheist religion with a living Adam beside whom there is no other. He was the sole God. There is only one known instance of Adam saying said by the living Adam, my rays illuminate. So that's where they get the black Adam from, where they make him with what's his name? Okay. Okay, with Shazam. Okay, Shazam. Who was Shazam back in ancient time? He was a wizard, American comic book, a fictional character. Okay. Wiz Comics. Marvel. Digimon, played the ancient wizard. Powers and abilities. Shaman has many superhuman powers and abilities as a result of his magical skills, as well as powers bestowed to him as a representative. So this is what Virgo, as well as powers bestowed to him as a representative of the various gods, who powers of the wizards gives to certain representatives of those gods as their companion, as in the cases of Black Adam. Okay. And Betson, the male and female. As a guardian of the rock of eternity, he is one with the rock, as it is part of him. So that's where they got the rock to play it, and that's why I gave him the rock that name. He channels the energies of the primal god wave and the Greek lords of magic through the rock of eternity. As such, he is infused with the duty to keep the power and the magic of the earth realm in balance. So that's where Libra come in, right? The rock, it says, keeper of the rock of the eternity, he also holds the dark forces. Dark forces at bay due to being bound to the rock of eternity. Amen. Okay. As such, he is infused with the duty to keep the power and the magic. That's when they decided to put the Libra. Libra holds everything at balance of Earth round balance. Libra. As keeper of the rock, the eternity, he also holds the dark forces at bay. Due to being so, whoever this is, make sure that the blacks have a spell, take their minds, take their whatever away. This is my perception. Um, also, okay, dark forces at bay. Due to being bound to the rock of eternity, Shazam's spirit can only leave the rock of eternity for short periods of time, with Shazam being waker the longer he is away from it. Weaker the longer, I was saying it right. Pre-crisis, he once claimed to get his powers from his magic mantle, which protected him from evil harm and enabled other powers. When it is removed, he lost his powers and became just as an old man, although it does not appear to work for others. When Savannah put it on, he was not protected from Captain Marvel, as it only protects the weaver from evil harm. Oh, it's not weaker. Wearer. In other stories, he is shown as being weaker. Okay, it's two different words. Being captured even while wearing the mantle, and it is once shown at the brazier being lit will summon him even if he is not at the rock of eternity. He also possessed a device with which he could observe the past, present, and future, and can throw lightning bolts from the rock. So that lightning, we got Zeus, but changed the gods. That's what they got there to make it but that wasn't the rock person. I mean the lightning, which transformed the marbles. In another story, it is claimed that Shazam's powers came from Shazamel bracelet, which enables him and anybody else wearing it to become um, ethereal and travel back and forth from the rock of eternal. If Shazam has it off for 24 hours, he dies. Okay. So what bracelet is that? Shazamium bracelet. In the Kingdom Come reality, Shazam is a member of the Quartency and has been pleased that Bill Batten has been captured. Okay, they go into the comic book a little more. In Flashpoint reality, the power of the six elders is divided up between six children Shazam together, who say Shazam together to transform into Captain Thunder. Similar to Lieutenant Marvels, they claim to have gotten on the subway car to Shazam's lair. Shazam appears as the kid superpower hour with Shazam. Shazam appears as Batman. He's Batman, the brave and the bold episode, The Power of Shazam. Dr. Chevere brings Black Adam out of his exile and a plot to steal Shazam's power. Batman and Bill Batson visits his shrine to get answers about Black Marvel. Shazam reveals his history with him and Black Marvel and how he banished him to the farthest star. Just then, Black Adam, and Shyvana family arrived as Black Adam comes from revenge with Dr. Shyvan reveals to Black Adam that Shazam resides in the Rock of Eternity. When confronting Shazam at the Rock of Eternity, Black Adam ended up fighting Shazam as Dr. Shyvana sits on Shazam's throne, double crossing Black Adam. So he fooled Black Adam. Okay. After Dr. Savannah is defeated, Black Adam disappears with Shazam, fearing his return. Shazam the Wizard appears in Justice League Action episode Classic Rock. This version is shown to still be alive. He is the first seen when his former student Black Adam breaks into the Rock of Eternity. The Wizard summons Billy Batson so that Shazam can fight him. Okay. So we'll see the rest of the movie if they got it together. So I figured this had to do with it. Now, how does it has to do with um so this partial solar eclipse is going to be very important. And they got to make sure that it don't. Courage of helium, immunity to despair, and keep hopelessness. Control, image of magical lightning and thunder. Black Adam on the phone. Okay. Ancient Egyptian name, Ted Adam, mighty human, who was chosen by the wizards Shazam to be his successor due to his presumed moral purity. When he says Shazam, he turns into the Black Adam. And you see that turn, I'll show y'all that cartoon. It's Captain Marvel. It was the light that turned, the Caucasian, whatever you want to call it. A superpower being possessing the same powers that Captain Marvel would later be granted. So he took his powers, but corrupted by the vastness of his powers. The wizard Shazam grants Adam powers diverged from ancient Greco-Roman deities. Number one, Hindu Buddhism, Yoruba, Yoruba, Maya, Roman, Shatino, Christianity, Greek, Inser, Celso, Egyptian deity, okay. Goddess, okay, I got that on the phone. Trying to hit all my points that I had. Okay, okay, we read that. Adon is the evolution of idea of the sun god of Egyptian mythology, deriving a lot of his concepts of power and representation from the early god Ra, but building on top of the power Ra represent. Adon carried absolute power in the universe and representing the life-giving force of light to the world, as well as merging from the concept of goddess Maya to develop, that was Libra, okay, develop further representatives of Adon beyond the power of the light itself. Iconograph. Adon by nature was therefore an entangled because he was the sunlight and energy of the world. Therefore, he did not have physical representation that other Egyptian gods had. He was represented by the sun disk and reaching rays of light. Explanation as why Adon could not be fully represented. Okay. Uh, was that Adam was beyond creation. Thus, the scenes of gods carved in stone previously depicted the animals and human forms, now showed Adam as an orb above with life-giving rays stretching toward the royal figure. This power transcended human and animal form. Later, iconoclast was enforced, and even sun disk depictions of Adam were prohibited in an edict issued by Adam Canaan. In an edit, he's okay. Where's she at? I'm trying to get her name. The culture, okay, the new city. The culture. So it's trying to make a new city. We kind of all know that. Okay. Significantly different from other Egyptian temples. Open roof to allow the rays of the sun. Doorways had broken lintels and raised thresholds. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to get to the woman. Okay, with Abraham. Okay. Pre-Christian and pre-Islamic goddesses and cultures. India, Iran, Europe, Indo-European, Indian, pre-Islamic Mecca, the goddess Uzza. That's not the one I want. Okay. Were known as the daughters of God. Uzza was worshipped by the Nabateans, Nabataeans, who equipped her with the Greco-Roman goddess Aphrodite, Urana, Venus, and Caelestis. Each of the three goddesses had a separate shrine near Mecca. Ura was called upon for protection by the pre-Islamic Quraysh in 624 at the battle called Uhud, the war cry of the people of Uzzah, people of Hubal. According to Ibn Ishaq, whatever, Ishaq, contro- controversial account of the satanic verses. These verses had previously endorsed them as the interceptors for Islam, but were abrogated. Most Islam scholars, that's what I'm trying to say. Haiti, goddess of the sun, she became patron of the Haiti Empire and monarch. Let me see, Haiti. I looked at it. Hattite Empire. Goddess of Tiff Nut, Isis, goddess of Edaba, Agdoad, Hebite, mother goddess of Hattite Pantheon, and wife of leader of sky god Tshub, was the origin of the Haran cult. Okay, let me go to my next point. Okay. Adam, the hidden one, or invisible. Okay. Says Black Adam and Black Panther, are they the same? That's what I'm gonna know. Black Panther and Black Adam, are they the same? Who would win between Black Adam and Black Panther? Or are they just another version of each other? Same. Probably ain't gonna tell me that. Avatar. Oh yeah, I was looking at that too. That they changed the color of one of the deities or the gods in Africa to blue, representing black. Where did Black Panther originate from?
According to National Archives, the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense was founded in October 1966 in Oakland, California by Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale, who met at Merritt College in Oakland. It was a revolutionary organization with an ideology of black nationalism, socialism, and armed self-defense, particularly against police brutality.
Black Panther. When thinking about the first black superhero, most people point to Black Panther, the Jack Kirby and Stanley characters. The black superhero in the U.S. comics was actually Lion Man. Let's dive into the character of the comic he originates from. Because there's only Panthers in the United States. Black Panthers are only here and not in Africa. The brief history of the Lion Man. First black hero. Black History Month often celebrates many prevalent feasts in various arenas, including the popular culture and geek space. In our current world, it is not unusual to see black heroes thriving both in print and on screen. The gargantuan success of films like Black Panther and Spider-Man to the Spider version, along with the TV shows like Black Lightning. I was gonna say Black Lightning too, yeah. Put Black Lightning up there. I knew it had something to do with it too. That's where that Zeus, instead of Zeus, the way they change it, cultures change it, they change. More than proves that we've already known black heroes were beloved and needed in the entertainment realm. When thinking about the first black superhero, most people point to Black Panther. However, the first black superhero in US comics was actually Lion Man. Let's dive into the character of the comic he originates from. All Negro comics. Was Indian. In 1947, a black journalist named Orion Corwell Evans was working for the Philadelphia Record, an all-white publication, as a general news writer when the news producer shattered. Needless to say, there were things Evans wanted to write about, specifically racial inequality, that he could not do. So Evans created his own space to use comics as a medium for telling stories about Black experiences. He teamed with two former record editors, Harry Sellor and Bill Driscoll, to find All Negro Comics Incorporated in June 1947. They published All Negro Comics #1. The 48-page book with a color cover and analog of stories featured a range of characters, including Lion Man. This is the first Negro comics. Yes. Evans' editorial message to readers radiates with pride in producing something groundbreaking with only black creators involved. Dear readers, this is the first issue of all Negro comics, jam packed with fast action, African adventure, good clean humor, and fantasy. Every brushstroke and pen line in the drawings on these pages are by Negro artists. This publication is another milestone in the splendor history of Negro journalism. All Negro comics will not only give Negro artists any opportunity gainfully to use their talents, but it will glorify Negro historical achievements. It is clear that Evans aimed to open doors for black talent to shine, and he also viewed comics as a very storytime medium, something that some people still don't do till this day. The first black superhero, Lion Man, appears on the comic's front cover in the upper left-hand corner. His garb resembles Tarzan, with only a cloth covering his lions, and he boasts quite an intensely backstory. So is it Lion Man or Lions? Lions. He's a scientist whom the United Nations tasked with watching over Magic Mountain somewhere in Africa's Gold Coast region. The area has enough uranium for a deadly bomb. Therefore, Lion Man must report any suspect activity to prevent war. But he does a little more than feed information. He's full on knocking folks out in this comic. Panels of a black hero putting white whatever on their back likely didn't go over too well with the general right public. Lion Man has been warned against agents of a certain warlike nation who may try to smuggle some of the mountain's treasure out of Africa. His scientific instruments indicated a ship has moved up a nearby river. I was talking about the Nile River and the river. Okay. Worn out by lack of sleep, Lion Man lies down for a snooze. It's showing a little part of the comic book. I think I remember some of this when I was growing up. Of course, this boldness from All Negro Comics Incorporated had unfortunate and devastating repercussions. When Evans tried to publish a second issue, racist distributors allegedly blocked him from purchasing the newspaper materials to do so, and white publishers began to produce their own black comics, where they would control the narrative as they saw fit. There's no way to prove that this took place, but considering the deep racial inadequacy of this time, it isn't hard to add things up. So that was the beginning and a very shift end of Lion Man's story, Leo, which is a shame considering the gift that the first black superhero was to many people during an oppressive era. Evans went back into mainstream journalism and died in 1971. Grabbing an original copy of All Negro Comics only issue with Lion Man's story is nearly impossible. There doesn't seem to be any official places to read it online, but it is in the public domain now, so there are PDFs and such to explore. And maybe some wonderful creator will decide to bring Lion Man back for more adventure. We will never really know to what extent Lion Man inspired characters like Black Panther, but he is a vital part of a black comic history who is worthy of honor. These creators These creators laid a foundation for future independence black comic artists to craft their own characters and build narratives as they saw fit. Long live Lion Man. Hello. See what that name is again. Why is Wakanda located in Africa? It's not. It was very prominent in the southern Africa country, Listo, an enclave that had historically only lately been colonized by the British because of its tyranny. Much of the production style was also based on architecture from Uganda, Rwanda, Ethiopia. What country is the Black Panther found?
According to Out of Africa Wildlife Park, black panthers live chiefly in the hot, dense tropical rainforests of South and Southeast Asia. They are mainly in southwestern China, Burma, Nepal, southern India, Indonesia, and the southern part of Malaysia.
Now they changed that. Black leopards are more common than light-colored leopards. Jaguars of Central and South America, black-furred, okay, species are also called black leopards or black jaguars. Kenya. And it's curious that the fictional country of Wakanda, home of the superhero Black Panther, is located in East Africa, fairly close to Kenya. That's not what I found at first. Black panthers are common in the United States, especially in Texas and the southeastern region. The problem, as I covered at part one of this series, is that there is no such species as black panthers anywhere in the world. So it's black leopards or black jaguars. Is that what they're saying? It's not what I read. Florida panther, a species occurring in southern Florida. They are officially deemed North Carolina, are believed to have gone extinct as early as 1930s. Yeah, I figured it was. Wakanda, black cheetah, not black. Anyways, get out there. Okay. Kind of sort of got an answer. Okay, then they got the women king, so we know that. Let me see what black women warriors. What black women warriors in ancient times were in the United States? Female warriors who led African empires and armies. Black women warriors of United States.
Showing pictures that match.
Invisible warriors. Let's see. African American women in World War II. Their triumph over the double stigma of being black and female. Invisible Warriors features real pioneers, the first black women to work in industries and government administrative service. The film is an unforgettable conversation among a diverse group of African American, Rosie, the Riveters, Riveters, who recounted what life was really like during World War II. They are hardworking underdogs of high character who do battle and win. They fled lives as domestics and sharecroppers to empower themselves while working in war production and U.S. government offices. These patriotic pioneers share their warlike memories, recounting their battles against racism at home, Nazism abroad, and sexism everywhere. They represented 600,000 women like themselves who overcame the Great Depression, Jim Crow, sexual degradation, and workplace discrimination to break gender and racial barriers. Black Rosie, the Ritters, Rosie, the rivalers, were part of the sisterhood of 20 million women who built America's arsenal of democracy. Without these women, the United States could not have won World War II. Okay. George C. Cookie's Invisible Warriors, African American Women in World War II is one of the most remarkable documentaries in recent memory. From Bellina to Harry Tubman to Sojourning. What is it? Damn, Jody. Where the hell it go? I'm just reading. Left. Strange. Document invisible. Okay. Invisible Warriors, African American change it. I don't know what's going on. African American women in World War II does a beautiful job of telling the story of African American women whose hard work and bravery was crucial in keeping the very fabric of our nation together during World War II. The Rosie Rival story. Why does it keep switching? Ain't that something? Has dedicated his career. Gregory S. Cookie has dedicated his career as an educator and historian to help relocate African Americans to the main page of history. Invisible Warriors is his documentary debut following the success. Okay, you switch back too damn much. Shit. All over the place. The Hama Amazons with a non all female military regime of the kingdom of the Hama. Yeah, that's they get the Hamani. I might be saying that wrong. The movie Warrior I mean Women Kings. African warrior, black female warrior's name. Female Zulu warriors. Benet are fighting to save the hidden history of the elite women warriors. The kingdom of Dahomey was a West African power. This boy has some here. Okay, let's move on. Only 2 hours and go. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Oh, talk about Sebastian movie. The name just keep coming out. When is the Sebastian movie coming out?
Showing pictures that match.
And Thunderbolts. Okay. It already came out. What? Sebastian Stan. Okay. Sebastian Stan is unrecognizable in first look at A24's A Different Man. Tam and Pam and Tammy star Sebastian Stan shared a first look at his unrecognizable appearance for new movie A Different Man. While he may be known for his recent roles as a flamboyant Molly Crew drummer, Tommy Lee and Pam and Tommy, a cannibal with charisma, and flesh, or his long-term appearance as Bucky Barnes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Sebastian Stan's latest movie transforms him into an elephant man. Oh, okay, that's where we get the Indian the person with the elephant nose. Yeah, that's part of what's going on with this moon. And that first one I started off with, too. Character was leaves him unrecognizable. Different Man is another upcoming movie produced by the recently souling A24, who have recently delivered hits such as Hereditary. Okay. Um. Uh, what is the Indian god with the elephant nose?
According to Encyclopedia
Yeah.
Britannica, Ganesha, Also spelled
Ganesha.
Ganesh, also called Ganapati, elephant-headed Hindu god of beginnings, who is traditionally worshipped before any major enterprise and is the patron of intellectuals, bankers, scribes, and authors.
Removal of obstacles and offspring of Shiva, and Hindu god of destruction, and his consort, the goddess Parvathi. Several myths detailed his birth and acquisition of the elephant head, which symbolizes Lord Ganesh clears the obstacles and paves the way for us to move forward in life. The large elephant head of Lord Ganesh symbolizes wisdom, understanding, and discriminating intellect that one must possess to attain perfection in life. I remember when I did it on Inky, being on the earth, there were particular beings down there that had the elephant nose, but Inky and his people, his dad, well, his uncle, did not like them because they were messy people. They were doing mischievous things, and I think they ate flesh or something like that. And he's talking about cannibalism. Elephant Man. Okay. All right, I'm trying to wind it up, guys. Okay, now Black Depth it started in October 1347. The bubonic plague. So why did they call it that? When they start making these diseases, they used to care about how to get a particular culture to be under submission. But then if they start don't caring and they don't care who gets it. So nobody should think they're exempt because of their skin color or position. Whatever they finna try, they don't give a fuck. That I had it already. Who were the main people dying from Black Death?
According to Wikipedia, at least 60% of the population of Hamburg and Bremen perished, and a similar percentage of Londoners may have died from the disease as well, with a death toll of approximately 62,000 between 1346 and 1353. Florence's tax records suggest that 80% of the city's population died within 4 months in 1348.
75 million to 200 million estimated. Europe. Europe suffered an especially significant death toll from the plague. Modern estimated range between roughly one third and one half of the total European population in a 5 period died during which he most severely affected areas may have lost up to 80% of the population. London, Yorkshire, which England, Scotland, Scandinavia, and Baltic countries. They said targeted people who are already ill and weak. So if you're already not taking care of yourself, that's what it targets. It still occurs throughout the world of bubonic plague, with cases in Africa, Asia, South America, and western areas of North America. About several cases of plague happen in the U.S. every year on average. Half of the U.S. cases involve people aged 12 to 45. Why did the doctors wear bird masks? People believed these outfits could purify poisonous air. They were wrong. During the 17th century, European plague physicians wore beacon masks, leather gloves, and long coats in an attempt to fend off the disease. That's in a coat now. See, yeah. I don't know if I can see that. That's going back to the Egyptian days, right? When they got the, we just talked about how they wore that. The plague was once the most feared disease in the world, capable of wiping out hundreds of millions of people in seemingly unstoppable global pandemics and afflicting its victims. What y'all be doing? Whatever. How did it end? Quarantines. Everybody stayed at home on leave when it was necessary. Could afford to do so. Okay. I think that's all we got. Yeah, I think that's all I put on there, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Okay. Somewhat what I was looking for. Maybe we found interesting. All right, let's see. Mostly gonna do countries. Will come out. See what it's talking about. Queen of Pentacles, Sag, Cappy. Okay. Professional business. It's a business profession. Egyptian. Travel overland. Egyptian. London. Uh-oh. Yeah. It's in the past, present, future. The past, present, and future. Past, present, future. Let's see. Okay, in the past, my 3 of Wands card, third deacon, and okay, Libra. Is that Libra? Sun. No, Aries sun. Got the red on, fiery, the gold, protection, the wands. Could do whatever the wizard. Because, Moses had to been a wizard. He parted the sea. He was given power from something like Shazam. He called on the name of his God and parted the sea. Travel over land, surveying your kingdom. It looks more, it's over water. So he's looking beyond the water, looking for, where were they going, to Canaan? Looking for the land. So you might be doing that also. But this is the promised land they were looking for. Okay, that was past. Number 3, Gemini. Everybody. Family, friends, husband, wives, everybody. Then we got the Pharaoh. Canaan, but at that time it was, who's the Pharaoh during that time? Who was the Pharaoh during that time? Egypt. But that's now. So he's gone. Okay. Who was the Pharaoh in Moses' time?
King Ramses
King
II.
Ramses
According
II.
to National Geographic, the identity of Pharaoh in the Moses story has been much debated, but many scholars are inclined to accept that Exodus has King Ramses II in mind.
So they're not sure. I heard it was Canaan, but I'm not sure. They will die in the Red Sea. Hammon died in the Red Sea, and their army and chariots pursuing the fleeing children of Israel drowned in the Red Sea as the parting water closed up on them. The Pharaoh's submission to God at the moment of death and total destruction was rejected, but his dead body was saved as a lesson for posterity. Hammon. Where did the word come from? I researched so much stuff. Islam. So they saying Ramses is Hammon, because it says Ramses II was not drowned in the sea, and the biblical account makes no specific claim that the Pharaoh was with his army when they were swept into the sea. In fact, Jerusalem tradition appears to indicate that Pharaoh was the only Egyptian to survive the Red Sea and later became the king of Nubia in the Book of the Dead. Okay, so how did he die? He died of arthritis caused by death. So this could be why they got my perception. His legs, I don't know where he had it at, where he has it. Term is often used to mean any disorder that affects joints. Symptoms gradually included joint pain and stiffness. Other symptoms may include redness, warm swelling, an decreased range of motion of the affected joints. In some types of arthritis or other organs are also affected. So his wife Nefertira, whatever her name, loved Moses. Okay. Okay. So this is a tyrant coming now. This is the now. And we're just talking about that during this time. Okay. Uncanny. He want everybody to serve one God for Cancer. Feminine energy or the opposite Capricorn. No stability or stabilizing influence coming into your life. So it's reversed. You still gotta go through some bullshit. Okay, let's see the future. Ten of Cups, happiness, good things, party or celebration. So you win in the end. Okay. The Golden Cups, all cultures, every creed and nation. So I was gonna do that. Y'all see my little. They had me give me this vision to draw. That's gonna be the tree of life. I haven't finished it yet. The tree with many fruits, with many colors, with many fruits of all nations, and I take that as people in the Bible. Revelation chapter 22, the last chapter in the Bible. 22. Um, all nations coming together as one. Okay. Two of Pentacles, first deacon Capricorn, Jupiter. Money confusion, juggling two situations, ideas around. So it's keeping, trying to get balance. It's keeping you confused. As back in the day, they was all scattered all over the place. Might have been you in your life as well, where it was scattered. Then we got families in disarray during those times. Like I said, could be you and your family. A lot of issues, not coming together, putting each other down, not building each other up. Transformation. This could be the king is dead. Also, transformation, death. Or it could be black depth transformation. It could be some kind of plague coming, giving people medicine, or it won't be no medicine. Or we're gonna find out now, making Mother Nature and what we need to do to make sure we protect it, because something is coming. The future. King of Swords, cold, abusive, demands respect. Like I say, well, King is dead. So this tyrant coming, whatever descent, because we are a mixture of each one of us. Okay. Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn, Aries. So the leader gonna get taken care of. No protection. Ain't gonna see it coming. Third deacon, Leo. Pass. Couldn't get out of troubled waters. He had to part the sea. Had to get help. Felt stuck. A lot of things went on during those times. Let's go here. Queen of Pentacles. I don't have the King of Pentacles there. I'm not tripping. Oh, I showed that it was straight up at first. So this is Queen is gone. Professional business, now it's personal. Everybody taking everything that the new king or the new leaders do, we're taking it personal. Oh, that's going to happen. If you so-called, whatever they say, woke, whatever, enlightened, whatever you want to say, knowing the truth. You want to know the truth now. What's coming, how to cure for it, why it's coming, who is targeted at, how can you stop it, who started it. Because these two is going to be gone. We know the queen way, we don't know exactly, blah, blah, blah. But for showing her face again like that, okay. 6 and 4, 4 is 10, 13. Have fun. Now this could be the church, could be leader as well, government. All gonna be exposed. Everybody seeing everything. They ain't gonna see it coming. Everything is gonna be out in the open for all to see. As long as you're doing your homework here, the blind is gonna be off for you to see here in the future. It's up to you to choose your happiness or agony and defeat, because everything is exposed, from relationships, family, government, everything. So don't be no fool. Pay attention. Yeah, illusions uncovered. Yeah, I said, if you don't, it's up to you how your demise or beginning, death or ending of a situation or relationship. Getting over the trauma, knowing all this was a setup, lessons, whatever. Justice. Four Wands, happy home, possible country setting, third deacon Aries. Some won't be happy about this. The King of Wands, Cancer, Leo, Aries, restless, outspoken, ambitious. Those are the ones that want to keep everything the same. Salamanders, repeat. Could be the beings, the government, somebody in your own backyard and your house next door. You want justice, you finna get justice. Everybody, according to what you doing for yourself. Victory. They want victory. They want everything to stay the same as well. Yeah. Mother Nature. Witches. Witches. Taking care of the sheep. Ancient times. Historical. Animals. The whole 9 yards of the earth. Fighting over territory or collaborating. That's, Empress reverse. And stealing. So a lot of false people, empresses, supposed to be in charge, stealing, playing hopes, taking all that, gonna be exposed, taking people land, disrespecting Mother Nature. What I gotta do is the cultures. Children of Mother Nature, children of the land, ingenuous people. Seven of Pentacles, work frustration. Third deacon Taurus. That Taurus? Yeah. I take that as a form of land, not being frustrated, be able to plant what you want to plant, do what you want to do, got the levels reversed. Exposure of people, like we said. Gemini, divorces, treaties, um, contracts broken. Celebrating. And this could be not only you could have like collabing with three people, that y'all your circle. That y'all getting things done, calling things into existence. A lot of witchcraft gonna be going on. A lot of black magic, like never before. Because everybody learn how to do that. Conjuring up things. It's really giving me a headache. Stop. Get the hell out of here. I'll wait from my window. High Priestess. Pisces. You, me, moon, water. Having power. Let me open this thing and get this exercise. Get out. Not welcome here. Don't come in either. Not welcome in. Okay. Yeah. Because everything gonna be put in the forefront. You're gonna know everything. Period. Dark the light, what that mean, who fighting who been lying to who. So what side you gonna be on? Gonna be all up to you. Cause people ain't gonna be taking that bullshit no more. Period. You wanna still say the same and collect your trophies, collect your whatever. Cannibalism, everything gonna be exposed. Lord have mercy. Wipe your weeping eyes, put your hand on your hip and let your backbone slip. Oh, shake it to the east, oh, shake it to the west, oh, shake it to the one that you love the best. I think it says in the Bible, wipe all tears from their eyes. Can't walk away. I'm in Ra, the sun coming through. Let me go ahead and end this right. Clearly, this means something. Get your house in order. Sun again. Something smell fishy. Pisces. Got to do with the children. They was talking about the children. That's twice about the children. Pisces, this means children as well. Kidnapping. Unlucky. Irish. Love. Lady in red. Marriages. No. Yeah, maybe. And clever. I mean, you're going to see everything. How it's going to be upside down. There's some houses. Stability. Everything going to be rent, mortgage. What's it? They going to be fighting over the land. Don't want to give people their land back. Because people tired of this bull crap. Inheritance. Stole from, took from in past. Still gonna be trying to now, taking people mortgages, taking elderly people. Y'all see what's be going on. Making up contracts to steal people's stuff. So it's all gonna be exposed because they don't want to change. In the name of love. Yeah. Trying to take news media, feel like they can. I see a lot of stuff on the news, the media, streets. Sickness. I just want to say that the plague, Capricorn, Virgo, Mercury, fighting organ, the plague, Scorpio, sickness, disease. The name of love again. Twice. Love yourself, love your neighbor as yourself. Seeing the Grim Reaper. for Scorpio, Cancer. Realization. Some of you are that nothing can resist a firm will which has for a lever the knowledge of truth and justice. To combat in order to secure his realization is more than right, it is a duty. The man who triumphs in that struggle only accomplishes his earthly mission. He who succumbs in devoting himself to it gains immortality. The sovereign will appear. It signifies that the realization of thy hopes depend upon a being more powerful than thyself. Seek to know him, and thou shalt have his support. Horseman of Cups. The notes thoughts of love and affection. Right way up, they are sincere to the client's advantage. And we have King of Cups. It's ego, and ego is Aquarius, Scorpio. Signify a person ruled by Cancer, mild, reserved, home loving, and pleasant. Right way up the notes of Cancer man, I feel. Leo, Sag, Jupiter expansion, Leo again. Building togetherness instead of strife. Fire. Queen of Scepter. Signify the person ruled by Leo, haughty, high spirited, ambitious, and resolute. Right way up it denotes the Leo woman, I will. The lioness, the lion man. Okay. 18. Cancer. Deception, false friends, secret foes. Remember then some of the earth that whosoever breaks the unknown, thus sort is pearl. Hostile minds figured by the black dog will surround him with ambushes. Friendly survey minds will offer him flatteries, and treacherous minds like unto the scorpion will plan to attend their ends through his ruin. Observe and listen, but know how to be silent. It says two loves in the name of love. I watched that. Observe and listen, and know how to be silent. King of Scepter, Aries reverse. Signifies a person ruled by Aries, fiery, headstrong, ambitious, courageous, and energetic. Reverse indicates Aries woman. I am. I am not. Is that what that means? And yes. Great military strength, warriors, battle little big town, South and North Dakota. Want to steal your powers. They coming out of the woodwork. Don't cry, you got this. They will regret the way they treated you. I've been drinking, I'm drunk. How we end up on the floor, threesome. Could have been a threesome too. Team Wolf, Harry. The magic of true love, real. You got to let them bump their own head. Old folks quote, otherwise their life becomes your life, wearing you down and they don't learn. I'm starving. Time is going. Cherokee Indians, woodlands, high cheekbones, bent nose, reddish brown skin tone, and coarse dark hair. Almond shaped heavy eyes, X fold in eyelid. Hunters, traders, warriors. Fish in the water. You're fast. Do you own your art? Do you own you or someone or thing does? Do you own yourself or somebody own you? Ballet performance. Hand in hand walks. Feel the heat. Do not validate my space with your astral travels. Please. Grass on your glass on your face. Be careful. Shattered. Black Panthers. Never go in an area with someone you know nothing about. What about having a backup? Let someone know you trust. Drive your own car. Know the area. Take care of you first. I love your brain, mind, the way you think. To me, it means Columbia. Party for a week. Zodiac, Cancer, County, Capricorn, Midheaven. I just want to say, people gonna be still doing what they want to do. Still gonna be evil, not taking things serious. Still worried about sex, party, and all that kind of stuff. You gotta let people be who they are. Certain people you can't let in your circle. Could be danger for you. Different day. I'm going to make it great. Croquette, 4 balls or small rolls. Not everybody gonna want to change. Are you a liar? Don't lie. Go where you're appreciated, not just tolerated. You're worth more than that. Go ghost. Go ghost. Fireplace. Keep evil spirits and demons on our outside. Protector of the home. Relaxing heat, cooking hot water. Chimney desire to dominate power. Red carpet ride. Spaceship. Arabic people. Which are all out people. We all keen. That's why I don't. Whatever, child. He's selfish. Even the beings, child. Even whatever. All kin they crazy behind too. Are you weak, acting strong? Fake it till you make it. Baby, I'm very creative. Yeah, you missed out. Games. Play too many games. Scared of dying. Have dreams of it all the time. You're sick and won't let no one tell no one. Scared they will leave you. Brother, sister, forgiveness. Codes on your clothes and shoes. They can find you. Leave phone at home. Instead, let me take that Uranus out. Are you sick and scared to tell someone this twice or get help? Uranus. And I forgot that Zeus tricked Aquarius, right? The young boy he fell in love with. Forget that. No more setting up parents of children who came here to help the world, making their parents drug addicts, drunks, sex addicts, etc., abusing their bodies, their babies. Pap smear planning, inserting someone else or being sperm to carry their children. Would want like to travel, Morphidites. Oh Lord, what did happen? Ouch. Chopper style, chop style. What exactly is he saying? Keep coming to my head. Chopper style lyrics.
Showing results for Choppa style lyrics.
What else, Master P? Oh, his name Chopper. I'm trying to get the lyrics, Chopper.
Is now your time to celebrate more moments that make home sweet home?
Chopper style lyrics. Chopper style lyrics. Yo, chop this P. I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to West Bank to put a twist on this train. You hear? You hear? Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. Who they want? Chop chop style. Chop style. She want chop 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 style. Now I don't mean to sound rude, baby, or hurt you nothing. I want an independent woman if she working with something. I want a slim, fine woman with some twerk with her. She ain't got a lot of ass, but I can work with her. Want a big, fine woman with some pop in her. She ain't got a lot of ass, but titties pop with her. Now I came here to get it buck. Represent to no limit. If you ain't with it, catch a dump. We need it up in the trunks. You know that's up. What's up? We just signed with Universal and we got the clubs up. So put your head between your legs and touch your toes. Bounce your booty up and down. Oh girl, there you go. Won't you walk like a model? If you're an independent woman, maybe I'm a holler. You got your hair fixed nice with your clothes tight. You want to shake it like a dog and do it all night, all night. Now assume the position and get it right. Put your hands in the air. Won't you make those titties tight? I'm a chopper, chop. You know what I'm about. I want to see you. Turn around and stick your booty out. Your booty out. Who they want. Chopper style, chop, chop, chop style. Check this out. I want to know where all my ballers at and all my independent women. You hear me? We're gonna do it like this here, over here, over there. This is chant. Some along, kind of like this here, over here, here. If you're an independent woman, holler at me. Walk it out. Walk away. Walk a walk with me. Walk with it. Gangster walk with it. Shake it, shake it, shake. Oh yeah, shake it, shake it. Now we got a brand new dance and it just won't stop. Throw your hands in the air and do the chopper walk. You got the chopper walk. West Coast, where you at? Let me get a hand clap. Midwest, where you at? Let me get a hand clap. Dirty South, where you at? Let me get a hand clap. Damn. Indonesia don't tease you. I'm in the Benz with a bow-legged beaver. I likes to flop my pancakes up and six. I likes to give it to them raw. Big paper, all flavors. Send the world to the hood. I'm Jim Baker. Love don't cost a thing. Now we say that. Big pimpin' and ballin'. Who made it? I'm in the new Hummer with spinning wheels, and oh man, check out the grill. Money, Gucci, sandals, strip leather. I'm looking for the ghetto. Cinderella. Chopper called me up. It's off the Heezy. Now we tag team for Sheezy. I asked her, boo, call me a donkey. Lest they crush balls. I like 'em chunky. Chopper style. Chopper. Now where you headed, go at when you want it from the back. Tootsie tootsie, that ass up. Whatever, child. Anyway. Too much chopper. Y'all saying too much. Shit.
Whether you're looking to buy,
Yo, Joe. I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the West Bank to put a twist on this thing, you heard?
I'm laughing, bread, hammer, miss, message, breathe on the window, breath on the window. What do y'all want? Not coming in. Okay, they're not right. Two straws on a bench. Don't need wheelchair, suing for money. Friend lied about being hurt in an accident. Let's see. Little trumpet sitting on him. A lot of shit going on. He leave the bathroom and to clean it off. Clean the toilet. Shit all over the floor. Yeah, I know. Medium. Demons. Together opera. Rooster. Could be in the country. That could be voodoo. In your yard, house, or car, found or buried money. Finger claw, ancient knowledge, phone card, alive in wooden box, seen a murder, now you on the run. Invitation, drums, lightning, visitor from here, beaters, dog, the bear, tower, chicken again, rooster, fishing, sound fishing. It's not personal, only business. It's personal to us right now. What's the deal? It's personal. It's personal now. Y'all did way beyond. Motherfucking did personal. Jeez. America or US or USA. When you win your money at the casino, Dutch Harbor, the counselor, it's your time. Undercover police, Great Pyramids, Dallas, Kirk Watts, Kirk Watson, the factory, Papa Legba, intermediate between portals, men and the afterworld, 3 a.m. witching hour, family of murderers, Hawaii, Irish, Vinny, mobsters, life of luxury, mom only want my money, British, alerts, stomach aches, children of Israel, everyone's different. St. Mary's Church, WW4, countries fight using the weather to win while we suffer, not personal business. I think it's personal now. Evil missionaries, Leeds, Leeds, Wyoming, drug battle, tall white aliens, extraterrestrials. Just talk about, oh, I forgot, I'm glad you remind me. Asteroid and Bob. Yeah, he was talking about tall white alien. Sounds great. Mm. Oh wow, it's gone. Ain't that funny? Okay, here you go. Why only black people survive a nuclear war? Rudolph the Tall Alien. And another one I was going to click
Hello,
on too.
this is Amy, the hybrid administrator for Rudolph the Tall White Alien. Here are a few
Hello, this is Karl, the host of Rudolph of Germany. Today, I would like to show you something you probably have never seen before. And after the video where Rudolph spoke about the nuclear war and the resulting pole shift, I'd like to show you a secret nuclear test site where a nuclear is not bigger than a cube of sugar has been detonated, and it is a study size for scientists to find out how long it's going to take for life to reappear and what life forms will be the first ones and maybe the ones who can survive. Well, here I show you a nuclear test site.
Mm.
A small nuclear device, not bigger than a cube of sugar, has been detonated here on this field. There is the outline. You can see how massive this field is, and all of this was burned earth now for several years. But then you will see there is actually life coming back up in between the burned earth. But there's only one life form which so far has made me come, and that's called Japanese knotweed. It is an almost indestructible form of plant life, which itself and a certain cockroach population, these are the only two life forms which have been observed over here to be able to prosper. Nothing else so far was able to survive. I would like to show you how it looks here. Completely burned, completely poisoned by the radioactivity. So, it's not a very beautiful sight. When you think about it, this is only a cube of sugar, so to speak. A cube of sugar size nuclear bomb which has been dropped here. I'll show you the whole outline. Then you have an idea
Guess you got one of them machines. So radiation.
how terrible a much, much larger device would be and how much more devastation such a horrible weapon can create. It's also been said that human life may return one day, as well as animal life, and there have been tests made with frogs. And frogs, which are usually green in color, come back to life and have changed their skin color to black, completely black. And scientists are speculating that in the event of a nuclear disaster, many hundreds of years later, there will be the possibility of human life. But the only humans which will be alive then and reproduce will have a completely black, thick skin. This is a pigment change, which is the direct outcome of radiation, which is hitting Earth for hundreds of years. So we can say that the only people who will be alive in, let's say, 500-600 years or longer, if at all, the only people will be black. And not only people who have been called black people, these are the ones who have light brown to middle brown and even dark brown skin. No, not only the original black people, which you know today, but even the people who have been called white people before. Yes, also their offspring back in the case of a nuclear disaster will have totally black skin. Yeah, there will be only black people in the future on this planet. DNA-wise, they are not the original black people, but people of all races, and they all will have the same skin color in the future. There might be good news for black people today, and they will say, yes, finally, there will be no discrimination anymore. But remember, if you have a beautiful brown skin right now, you will be also surprised to look in the mirror and see only thick, completely dark, completely black skin. And that is how nature takes care for itself, and the stupidity of humans when it comes to discrimination of different skin colors will be punished in this severe way. Yes, my dear friends, with this thought and the proof of it, I give you something to read about the skin changes after a nuclear war. I will be saying goodbye until next time. Carl, the host of Rudolph of Germany.
Germany. All right, y'all. Y'all chakra wisdom and let y'all go. Of Germany. Check that out. Gotta pull over here. I forgot. Well, dealing with with shit not into within DWS Group Germany Assets Management Company. Do shit Bank Doucet DEUTSCHE Bank Division of Water Supply District of Workforce Shortages Health Workforce Sudan. Help your community clean up and grow. Married couples. Chinese. Open up a cleaners. Cooling foods associated with reduction of heat or vitality. Avoid as they may weaken the womb. Inventing games. Dolphins. Harmony, peace, joy, playfulness, strength of will, inner strength, protection, mental politeness, groups, family and friends, teamwork, cooperation, and courtesy. Good luck, lands is near. Good omen, protection. Christian, Jesus analog for his crucifixion upon the cross, anchor of their faith, Dreams, positive, outgoing, friendly, playful, happy attitude in his or her waking life. Friendship, gentleness, success, guidance, connection, happiness, conscious and unconscious merging. Love to have fun, jumping in, crushing through water at high speed, interacting with the sea life, fun loving, behavior, enjoyment's sake. Act on what you're holding inside. Speak your truth. Any issue, importance. Love social encounters with humans. Don't eat humans. Pass gas. Release trapped air and toxin fumes in stomach. Tactile and social. Show affection, rubbing each other with their pectoral fins. Mating quick, belly to belly during intercourse. Furboon, bubonic plague, black death, black panthers. She wants got me hip to it. Missions North, Nimrod West. I don't know what they say. Hexagonal prism, third shape, 3D shape, 8 faces. Blue green, 18 edges and 12 verticals. Octahedron. All sides are equal, angles 120 degrees. Side forces are rectangles. Prism base is equal to regular hexagons. Consistent cross section. Both ends of the solid or same shape can be rolled on a flat surface. Roll direction. Connecting center of universe ties everything together and links everything back like a spider web. Going back to the original. Teaching teaches you more and more. Mind blowing concepts, mystery, those forsaking danger are safe passage home. For those seeking a stable center, this uh, ties everything together and links everything back like a spider web. Intertwined together. Okay. First chakra, going back, base chakra, responsibility. I plant myself on solid ground by consistently taking responsibility and having personal accountability for all that I do. I allow others to depend on me being responsible. My actions speak louder than my words. I rise above excesses and overindulgence as I forgive myself for my past indiscretions. I know I could not have acted in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. All right, y'all. I hope it helps. One, two, I don't matter. Love y'all. Scare Root signing out. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate it. All right, love y'all. Bye.